Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the 26th episode of the Morning Chisme. We are so happy that you're here listening to our podcast. Sister, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I feel like this weekend went by really fast.
Right.
It's literally Sunday.
I know.
It's just...
Weekends just go by so fast.
I know. When are they going to introduce the 4-day week? Because, I'm over it.
Is that really, a thought?
I thought there was, some companies do that.
Yeah. I heard in Colorado they do that, no?
I believe so. Not in Texas, not at the company I work at. Don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful, but it's just I would love an extra day to do nothing.
Yeah.
Because when you're ready to do nothing, it's the time has already passed and now you have to do stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't like doing anything.
Yeah, same.
And that's honestly really different for me because sometimes I'll think about who I used to be when I was younger. I was so active and ready to go places. I hated being alone, and now I can't imagine being with other people.
Yeah, you really grow out. It's your social battery is
tiny,
non-existent anymore. Minuscule. If I hang out with people on Saturday, it means I cannot see anyone the following day.
Yeah, it's a very strange thing. It's my frontal lobe developed, and I decided I no longer wanted to be around anyone.
You know, it's really crazy because growing up, everybody thought that I was an extrovert, and then I took a test, and I'm in fact not an extrovert.
Did you take it on Google or something?
No, we did it for my last job. We took a whole test.
Nice.
We did a whole thing.
Interesting. I think I'm an extrovert when I have to be, but if I'm somewhere and I cannot get out of the fact that I don't want to be there, nothing and no one can change my mind.
I know. I remember one time I went to Austin and you showed up and you were like, I don't want to be here, so I'm leaving.
Yeah, I've never used to be like that because I'm a people pleaser and I hate when people are mad. But now I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to let you down. I have to go home. I think that anxiety plays a big factor into that. And I think that I'm just a very anxious girly.
Yeah. Tell me about it. I went to the nail salon yesterday and I almost lost my fucking shit.
Tell us.
I went to the nail salon and I'm getting my nails done. And first I asked her for a color and she's doing the wrong color. But I disassociated throughout the appointment that when I associated back, I realized that my nails were the wrong color. And I was like, is this the color that I picked out? And she was like, $398, right? And I was like, no, it's supposed to be $389.
Oh, shit.
And my nails are pink and they were supposed to be a nude. I'm glad that the color that I got wasn't anything too crazy because I don't really like crazy colors.
Oh my God, yeah.
I'm more on a neutral vibe. Mm-hmm. And then, so I let that go. I was like, okay, it's fine. No worries. And then at the end, she was sending me off and all my nails were chipped off. All of them. After I had sat there, and I don't really like getting my nails done. I do it just because it looks nice. And then, I go pay, and he's like, it's going to be $50. And I was like, I'm sorry, I can't leave like this. And I never say anything at the nail salon.
Yeah.
Ever.
You're not a sayer.
Ever. And I was like, I'm so sorry, I can't leave like this. And he was like what? And I was like, what do you mean? Please look at my hand. And at that point, only my right hand was peeling. And so he's like, oh, okay, sit down real quick. She's going to fix it for you. And she was already working with someone else. She fixes them and then puts the gel coating that I've always gotten. This is a new nail salon, by the way. I've always gotten on them. But then she only does it on one hand. So then it looks different. So I'm like, can I get that done on my other hand? So then they make me wait 15 minutes for another lady. And I was just he's like, yeah, you have to ask for that coating. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I didn't know. This is my second time coming here. And the first time I came here, you guys put it on. So I didn't know I had to ask for it.
Oh my God.
I literally was like, I just want to go home and cry because I know it's
overstimulated.
Not, yeah, it was so overstimulating. To me, getting my nails done is already overstimulating. And I was already mad at myself for disassociating and getting the wrong color. And, and just then everything just went wrong.
Oh my God, I totally understand. And I know that people are like, oh, it's never that serious. But when you're anxious and it's hard for you to say something in those moments, it's
I said it. I was I couldn't even believe myself. And I didn't want to come off rude either. Mm-hmm. I still left a tip.
No, I'm sorry. In those kind of scenarios,
I still left a $10 tip.
You're too kind.
I just felt bad, but like I had to say something. Yeah,
I feel like you're almost leaving a tip because you felt bad for saying anything when in reality, like, they fucked up.
And they were sending me, have you ever put like acetone on your nail and then taken it off with a little cotton swab? Mm-hmm. You know how like gets stuck sometimes? That's how my nail was.
No.
And they were like, okay, how do you like your nails? I'm like, are you kidding? Look at my hand.
Yeah. I feel like you're very loyal to who you go to, and I think that we should just stick to that.
It's just farther from where I live now.
Yeah, I know, but is the drive is probably going to make it worth it.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Because, like, then you don't have to, like, I mean, this appointment prolonged because...
Yeah.
So, no. I don't, like... But you could also... This could be a great new hobby you could take up, is doing your own nails.
You know, I tried that, and I burned the fuck out of my nail beds. Like,
really?
or like, I burned my actual nail. Like... I literally went to get them done. They were so brittle because I just went too ham with the little machine. I had everything.
Really?
Yeah, I will never do that again.
Okay.
I'm not a DIY.
Honestly, people who can DIY, very impressed. Very impressed.
Very impressed.
How did you do that?
I know.
Like, when people on TikTok are like, I saw this chair and these tables on this very expensive site and my husband built it from scratch. And I'm like, how? Or when they DIY their living rooms, I'm like, or their bathrooms, I'm like, y'all are playing with fire.
I know.
I would be like, after 2 tiles, I'm actually over it. I don't want to do it anymore.
I need to hire someone.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm so sorry you had that experience, sister. I know that's the worst, and I know that you were probably so upset. And
all my nails are like different shapes. I showed you.
Yeah, they are. One's going really hard to the left.
Yeah, I'm like... It's whatever, but I'm like, damn. And it's not like nails are $20 anymore. They're like $50. You're expecting me to pay $50 and all my nails are fucked up? And then I left a tip?
Yeah. And a tip is like almost expected in those scenarios too. And I am a tip girly. I will tip anywhere and everywhere because
me too.
I don't know how to say no, to be honest. Like, when they turn it over and it's like 0, 10, 20, I'm like, my brain goes to, I feel like they're going to see it.
Yeah. Like, whenever I'm at, like, Salada, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to tip. I tip everywhere.
Yeah.
I get really nervous.
Like, even at Target, when they're like, do you want to donate to whatever? And I'm like, yeah. Like, how do you say no in those moments?
Yeah.
Like, do you want to donate $1 to, like, St. Jude's or something? I'm like, okay, it's $1. You know what I mean? But it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, I need to chill.
Sometimes they get you.
They do get you. But I'm so sorry that happened to you, sister.
It's okay. Other than that, I've been listening to Rauw Alejandro.
Rauw Alejandro did his big one.
Yes, his big one. From beginning to end. Every single... He really... I wouldn't say stepped out of his comfort because I feel like he always does that. Mm-hmm. But he really stepped out of his comfort. Like, yeah, he kind of like experimented with so much in this album and executed it perfectly.
Yes. It's like he came out swinging. It wasn't like it gradually got better as the songs like went on. I was just impressed from beginning to end. And his song with Bad Bunny, I'm so excited. It's my favorite song on the album.
I think for right now, the one with Romeo Santos is my favorite.
That one's pretty good. It's close. It's like they're all pretty close to me, like to each other. But like right now, the one with Bad Bunny is just like so good. I've been playing it every single day, just learning the words because I'm like, we're gonna be at the album release party. Yes. And what if Bad Bunny's there?
Imagine.
And he's like, who knows the words? I'm gonna be like, me bitch. But I wonder, like, because I mean, I know that Fade went to, a bunch of people went to like his Bad Bunny's album release party that were like featured. So I'm like, I wonder if like they'll do the same for Rauw Alejandro. But wow, I'm impressed. I always say this, Rauw Alejandro's default setting is good if not great, and then he goes up from there. And like he did not, you know, like let us down.
Yeah, he did not fail us like at all. Like this album, we were excited for a reason, and it shows, right? Like once you listen to the album, like, and it's crazy because then you see people on social media like, oh, like this album is mid. I'm like, from where?
They always say shit like that.
Why do they say shit like that? It's so annoying.
And it's also
and I get it. Like, it's your personal opinion, but like, this album is amazing.
Yeah. And I think it's also really interesting for someone to say that an album is mid after like they've listened to it once.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can tell when something is good immediately, but like it should take a little longer for you to think it's horrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, it's okay. I also think, and this is just a biased opinion because I love him, I feel like people give him a lot of shit. Like, they're like, he's basic, he sounds the same, he's a no one, Rosalia made him. Like, that's a very, like, as someone who's loved him for so long,
yeah,
Rauw Alejandro did not exist to me because of Rosalia.
Yeah, and I think that that's unfortunately what happens in the celebrity world when you are with someone for so long. They kind of attach you to that, and then they kind of, when it ends, it's like, well, you weren't anyone if it wasn't for so and so. Because I feel like that happened between Karol G and Anuel as well.
Yes, it's just
like, people would say Karol G wouldn't be who she is without Anuel, and I'm like, are y'all joking?
Yeah,
like, you have to please be for real.
Yeah, and I can see a world where maybe he introduced her to different settings. Fine, fair.
Yeah,
but
fair.
Like, Anuel is not selling out stadiums.
Yeah,
and she is. So how did she get that from him? Like, you know what I mean? But I have seen some people say that, you know, if it wasn't for Rosalia, Rauw Alejandro would need no one. But I feel like people forget that Rauw Alejandro has been making bops since forever. Okay? Forever. And this one was no different. I'm very excited to see him. I'm assuming he's going to be performing these songs at the album release. Or is it like a listening party? Do they perform them?
I think they perform.
Okay, well, I'm excited. It's going to be a blast. We're going to be in New York for literally 24 hours. And it's going to be lit.
It's going to be so amazing. I'm so excited. I really, really enjoy the album.
Yeah, me too.
Like, it's going to be on repeat for a while.
Yeah, it's
exactly what we needed to end the year and start the year.
Yeah, I will say one of the songs, what is the name of it? I had it in the tip of my tongue. The one where he's talking about Rosalia. I don't know all the song names, but I know, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ni me conozco. I thought the name was something different, but Ni me conozco, I was crying and throwing up.
Yeah.
You can hear his pain.
Yeah. And we were expecting this, right? We had wondered if he was going to somehow bring up their relationship in his music. And I feel like he did.
Yeah.
And I'm here for it.
I feel like we're getting a little bit more of an insight on what happened with them. It's definitely giving, obviously, I think by this point we all can collectively agree that we think that she left him.
Correct.
Right? So when I was listening to Ni me conozco, I was like, yeah, like, I feel like she just left him. Like, it was an unexpected leave. Maybe they had some issues and she was just like, got cold feet and was like, I actually don't think that you're the one for me. And she was like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
But that song was really sad.
Yeah.
I was like crying. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, you could tell that he was really feeling it.
Definitely on my period, bitch. I was like sitting at my desk. I was like he was like, we built an empire only for you to leave or whatever and like get over me with someone else. I'm like, oh!
And you know that's
like, about Ja.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you really think about it, and of course, like, no shade to Rosalia at all, okay?
Yeah.
Because, like, she's allowed to do whatever the fuck she wants. But, like, they were together for, like, such a long time, and then, like, she moved on fairly quickly. And
I always say this about celebrities. We have talked about this in the past podcast. I don't understand how it happened so fast for them. Like, to go from a relationship, an engagement, planning a wedding to breaking up and being with someone else within months. I think that it's really crazy to me.
It's because they're all sexy.
I understand that, but damn.
I know. Like,
take a small breather.
I mean, maybe, okay, there is the term, like, getting over someone while you're with them. Maybe she got over him when they were together.
That makes sense. But, like, still, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, she's of course allowed to move on, and I don't want that to be like, she can move on however the fuck she wants to. I just think it was very quick, and like,
it was very quickly.
And to me, like, it was also like public.
Public, exactly. And I think that's the worst part, right, about being a celebrity is like when you move on, everything is in the public. Even if Rauw Alejandro didn't want to know who Rosalia was moving on with, he had no choice.
Yeah.
It's Rosalia and Jeremy Allen White seen together, you know, like it was probably everywhere.
And on top of it being everywhere, everybody is commenting on his stuff. People are DMing him. There's no escaping it. He knows about it. You know what I mean?
I could not be a famous bitch.
No.
I could not.
Like, you cannot move on in peace. You cannot move on.
Yeah. I would read every single comment. No.
Yeah, I mean, they were just so cute. Like, I think that's the part that gets me. Of course, like, what we see is not reality.
Right. They just show us what they want to show us. We don't know the insight of, like, everything.
Yeah, and we don't know, like, the ins and outs and, like, whatever happens behind closed doors. But they were so cute. I was like, damn. Like, the other day I was listening to, like, shit on YouTube, and, like, Beso came up, and it was the music video. And at the end, she's, like, crying because he proposed to her. And I'm like...
I know.
Like, ¿qué pasó, dude?
I know.
What happened? But I mean, I think that more context clues that are put together, like, you can kind of just sort that she just wasn't ready to be with him forever. Or maybe she realized that he wasn't the one.
Yeah.
And I mean, it had been said also that she had left him in the past. It wasn't the first time.
Do you ever see, I know we talk about them all the time.
Dude, it's because they're my Roman Empire.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, first of all, okay, they're so attractive on their own.
Yeah.
And I know that sexy people, hot people fuck hot people, like James Kennedy said in season 3 of Vanderpump Rules. But like, they were so cute.
Yeah.
And they made such good music together. And like, when she was at Coachella and he performed with her and they would perform with each other, and I was like,
quite frankly, I feel like they gave us too much and took it away so fast that
they came out with their EP in March.
Yeah, like, I'm telling you, they gave us so much, and they were like, enough, no, like, it's ending. And then it was just so sudden. We're like children of divorce. Okay. Like, it was tough for everybody.
Yeah.
I still remember the way that I was laying on my couch when I found out the news.
I know, me too.
You were like, Maria, Rosalia and Rauw Alejandro have broken up. And I
remember everyone and their mom was sending it to me, and I was like, wait a whole... Because people were always like, I don't believe in love if they break up. You know what I mean? And like, yeah. Because like, they were that one couple that I was like, I felt like I didn't have to worry about them. Yeah. And not that I have to worry about any of them, because, you know, like, I don't know these people. Yeah. Like, they don't know me.
We're just chismosas.
Yeah. Like, they don't know me. But like... I don't know. I fuck with them heavy.
But yeah, you send it to me, and then, you know, because we do have like our little chisme, like our own little page, right, on TikTok. So then people started, you know, some people started sending it to me too on that and on Instagram, and I'm like, and then when people put it out, I was like, it's for real.
Because usually how it works is like TMZ will post it, but they're usually right. Like,
yeah, TMZ is usually right.
As much as I hate TMZ and like sometimes they're very, very unethical, like they're usually not wrong.
Yeah.
They have people fucking everywhere. And I'm sure it works that like if you see something or if you get something like a source, like you get paid.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But, yeah, very sad for them. But happy for him. Like, he's eventually going to move on, and they're both going to be happier with other people.
Yeah.
Or they come back together. I don't know. I think that there's no coming back together for them because it was so public. You know what I mean? Like, everybody knows they broke up. Everybody took a side.
And also, it's been too long now that people are like, Raulito, don't do it. I see more of that than Rosalia, don't do it. And maybe I'm just on the side of TikTok that's team Rauw Alejandro, you know what I mean? But because, you know, there's people still post about them and they're like, we would love to see them back together. And people are like, no. Because I've posted it recently. Not recently, but a couple months ago. People are like, never. Absolutely not. You know? But then again, it's not our choice. It's his choice.
I really wonder if they've hung out on the DL. Like, if, like, we don't know.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No. I think Rosalia left him.
And she was like,
and she was like, there's no more between us.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
And like, he's so attractive.
I know, but like that's not the factor. Like, you know what I mean? Like maybe he has flaws, maybe he did something. Maybe they were fighting about something maybe they just didn't see a future with the same goals. But I will always wonder,
like talk about that before getting engaged.
Maybe they did. And maybe she felt she was compromising too much.
I feel like there's more there.
I know.
I want them to come out with a song that's like, Rosalia broke up with me because...
I know. But they never will.
I know.
They're just going to like give us breadcrumbs forever.
I know.
It's just interesting to me because like they were so in love, so close to the breakup. Like she was in El Hormiguero.
Yeah.
Talking about her wedding dress a month before they broke up. Not even weeks. So it's like, how do you go... I don't get it. Unless it was like a sudden like realization and she was like, I gotta dip. Like I can't be with this man. I don't know. I would fold.
What did you think about his song with Fade?
Oh, I love them together. Their sounds are... they're so talented.
He picked really good people to feature on his album.
Yeah.
I like CZ Fido. Like it just... It all just made sense. Like the songs, the style... who he is like who is featured in the songs, it all just clicks so perfectly.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah. I know that I'm like literally eating out of this song's asshole because I'm so obsessed with it, the song with Bad Bunny, but like I liked Party on Bad Bunny's album, but this one is just like, I'm gonna have it on repeat every day, all day. Like it is going to, like, I'm gonna fall asleep to it kind of energy.
Yeah.
It's too good. I'm obsessed.
You know what I would like in the future? A Karol G and Rauw Alejandro.
That's what I thought you were gonna say. I knew you were gonna say that
because
I don't think they've ever been on the same song together.
No. And I'm thinking, okay, like this is a step closer because it was with Fade.
Yeah, I'm sure they fuck with each other.
You know who also should make a song with Rauw Alejandro? Becky G. I feel like their sounds would go together.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm struggling. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I feel like Karol G and Rauw Alejandro would sound so good together. I just feel like they all sound so good individually that I'm like, just do it together now.
Yeah. Like whenever Peso Pluma and Karol G came out with a song together, I was like, this is you wouldn't think of them performing together or like making a song together. I don't know. It just wasn't on my bingo card that year. And when they came out with Culona, which I fucking love that song.
Oh my God, I thought it was Culona because it's spelled Qlona.
It's cool.
I know, but when I first read it, I thought it said Culona. I mean, Clona.
That's so funny.
What?
Yeah. I love that song. So I think that, you know.
I remember thinking, like, I love this song, Clona. And people were like, it's Culona, bitch. But also, I feel like Culona is a really, like, it's like a really intense name for a song.
Yeah. They gave no fucks. It wasn't even, like soft.
Like,
they
it was like, Culona. I feel like sometimes when they're like singing in the songs, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. Sometimes like the lyrics of certain songs, I'm like, how did you keep a straight face singing this? Like,
yeah.
You know, like even like rappers, like ass so fat. Like I would laugh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Ass so fat.
You know?
Yeah. No, going back to this one more time, but like the song with Bad Bunny's like, yeah, I want to give you a baby, but instead I'm going to come in your mouth. And it's like, wow. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hold on. You know what I mean? Like, hold on.
Yeah, like, this is my first time listening to this song.
I was like, oh, okay. And I know that they're, like, freaky and stuff.
Yeah.
Or, like, getting, like, they're always talking about, like, fucking in the ass. And I'm like, I know that it's, like, a vibe, you know? But I'm like, wow. You know, that's really intense.
Yeah, it is really intense.
And then I'm looking at the lyrics, and I'm like...
And, yeah, because, like, then you're trying to learn the song, right? And you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know,
Tell us how you really feel.
Because, like, sometimes I'll sing the song, and I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck this means. Yeah. And also, I feel like the Puerto Rican slang and the Chilean slang is very different.
Very different.
So, like, I'm like, what does that mean?
Like, they called... I think Puerto Ricans called a bus a guagua. Yeah, but in Chile, that's a baby. Or, like, I didn't know that pussy in, like, Puerto Rican Spanish was popola. Bitch. Oh, that's what he is. Singing it. I was like, hey. And I'm like, wait, it means pussy.
Dude, dead ass. I would have never guessed.
I didn't even know. I was just singing it.
Yeah, like some of the words, I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck that means. But I'm sure, like, I put context clues together.
Yeah, I feel like, or in Karol G's new song, Más 57, she talks about chorro.
I'm like,
yeah. And like,
yes,
like,
dude, I'm like, what does that mean?
So I know, for us, chorro doesn't mean diarrhea, like in Chile, but like I know that for, I think it's like Mexicans, it means, you know. And so I was like, and so I kind of like just think about that, and I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. And she's like, chorro boca boca boca. I'm like, what? I think that's what it says. Really? I need to look at it. Yes.
They also say gonorrhea, and I'm like, what do you
Colombians say that?
I don't know what that means.
They call that to their friends, because I remember I used to have this guy friend who was Colombian when I was younger, and he would always be like gonorrhea, and it's gonorrhea.
Yeah. I thought that like they're talking about the STD.
No, I think it's like a nick. Like, I could be wrong. I'm not Colombian. Okay,
like, but dude.
Yeah, that's how they would use it whenever I used to hang out with this person. Hold on.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, the chorro part really like, yeah, pasa el chorro boca a boca. And I was like,
I think that means like, it could mean the weeds.
The weeds, perf, okay.
Yeah, because like if you're passing, if you're passing something, I'm assuming like.
But I was just like, when I first read it, I was like, you know, I feel like moving to the States, I've kind of had to learn more, to like the Mexican Spanish, because it's just more like a larger Mexican population here, and it's just a little bit easier. So whenever I read that, I was like, wow.
Yeah, some of the words, I'm like, this is very interesting. Like when I listen to Grisa Mejota, I'm like, okay, I understand everything he's saying because he's Chilean. Yes. But like some of the words, I'm like, wow, this is intense.
Yeah, intense. Talking about Karol G, though, they have changed the lyrics to Más 57 from the Mamacita desde los 14.
What did you say? Like,
because I was thinking, because I wanted to say 14, but they say 14, right? They say it with an accent. Sorry.
No, I just have to like think about it.
Yeah.
And now they're saying desde los 18.
Yeah.
I didn't think the lyric meant what people thought it meant.
Yes, I agree. I feel like they were saying since they were 14.
Yeah.
Desde.
Yeah,
not mamacita de 14.
Yeah.
I feel like de 14 would have made a big difference.
Yeah. I didn't see the issue. But people saw the issue, and I understand that. Like, I understand that. But like,
too.
I just think that a group of really talented artists would not all collectively agree on a lyric that's inappropriate.
Yeah,
like all of them are putting their careers on the line for a line. I don't think that would happen.
Yeah, so they decided to change it.
Yeah,
and I like the song.
I know, it's really good.
It's really good, but I almost feel ashamed to listen to it because everybody hates it so much.
I mean, I understand the controversy around the line. I didn't see the problem with the line, because I thought everybody was collectively 14. Okay.
Yeah.
Had she changed it to their 14, I do understand where people would have been angry. However, the song is fire. Yeah. You know, I have to give credit where credit is due. And like the YouTube comments are eating it up. They're like, "Sin vergüenzas," like, "I can't believe that this is the best that y'all could do." And I'm like, damn.
I know.
And I'm over here like bopping and shit. Like, ooh. And Like, this is, like, it's Fade, J Balvin, Maluma.
Why do you say J Balvin like that?
What's his name?
I thought it was J Balvin.
Pues, I don't know.
Okay, Maluma, J Balvin.
Wow, I didn't know that is J Balvin.
Balvin?
J Balvin.
You're always like, J Balvin.
I thought that was his name.
Does it have an accent on the I?
His name is Jose. Bueno, Jose Maluma. What's Maluma's real name? Salomon.
I think it's Jose as well.
Jose?
I think it is. Let's see.
Maluma. Where did he get Maluma from?
Maluma's real
Or maybe it's
name.
like Manuel Luis, because like...
No, it's Juan Luis.
Juan Luis. Okay.
How did he come up with Maluma? I really do want to know how these people come up with their names.
Jose Balvin. His name is not Balvin. He's
Balvin.
It's Balvin.
Okay, whatever. It's J Balvin. That's how he says it.
Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, it's J Balvin, Maluma, Karol G, obviously.
Yeah.
Fade. Who else?
Ryan Castro.
And somebody
Blessed
else.
Or something.
Okay,
No, or
I'm not
DFZM or something.
I did not know who that was.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know who that is. But
yeah, there were 7 people deep in there.
I know, it was giving Te Bote vibes. I was like, I'm here for it. But people are hating on it. And I'm like, that's just like not simply me.
Yeah, same. I like the song. And maybe I'm biased because I love Karol G. But like, I just, I felt bad. She put out a statement. She apologized. She changed the lyrics. She learned her lesson.
Yeah. People are never going to let her
no.
No. People are not going to. One wrong turn and people are ready to be like, well, I knew you were a piece of shit from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like,
why are people like that?
People love to see you fall.
I know. Talking about Karol G, though, she did win Latin Grammy. The Grammys were this week. And she won the Latin Grammy for Best Urban Album. Mm-hmm. So congratulations to her. Yes. I didn't watch the Grammys in its entirety, but I watched it through TikTok. I feel like that's how I watch things nowadays.
Yeah, I didn't even know the Grammys were happening, so that makes me feel like they just didn't promote it at all.
I know. And we talked about the Grammys last podcast, and we knew that the Latin Grammys were coming up, but literally whenever I texted you, I was like, oh, the Latin Grammys are tonight. Paula texted us.
Yeah, it was like a random day.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
It was a Thursday.
It was today?
Yeah.
Interesting. Karol G looked fabulous.
Fabulous. Whoever dressed her.
Hair, makeup, did.
I will say this. Fade is giving sometimes Justin Bieber vibes. Like how he dresses. Like, I feel like this was like the Grammys. Why didn't he like dress up a little bit more? Like in a tux.
Yeah, maybe that's a vibe for him.
Justin Bieber and like the sporty vibe. You know how Justin, it's always in like a sporty vibe.
For me, it wasn't the outfit, it was the hair.
Oh yeah,
cut it off. Okay, cut it off. Like I get it. I know that's your like vibe, but like
do you think he's balding?
Yes.
Oh.
I mean, that's okay.
Yeah. He said, people have said that wearing hats, though, apparently make you bald more.
Yes.
So
it's because it's like pulling at your hair.
Why is he wearing a hat?
Because he's balding.
Well, also, he's rich as fuck. Go to Turkey.
I think maybe he doesn't mind.
He likes the bald?
I don't think he's balding that bad. Have you seen him balding?
No, that's what people are saying. That's why I'm asking you. I don't even know.
If he doesn't care, then I feel like he's attractive enough to pull off the bald.
I need to see his head shape.
Yeah, honestly.
I've never seen him without a hat.
You said go to Turkey? That's like when they put you up in like really nice accommodations. Like they put you up in shit for free.
I had a friend who went to Turkey to get his hairline.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
He likes it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much was it?
I didn't ask. I have a head full of hair.
Yeah. I mean, me too.
Honestly, it's so crazy because like men really do be balding. Some men, not all men. Mm-hmm. But like not our dad. His head is full of hair.
Yeah. But honestly, if anyone, it's mom. She's balding. I'm kidding. No, she's not balding, but she does have thinner hair.
Yeah.
But it's because she dyes it all the time.
She does?
She's like, I refuse to be gray. Mom refuses.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm like, Mom, it's okay.
Interesting.
I have gray hairs and I don't give a fuck.
Oh, I pluck them.
3 will grow back.
Then it is what it is.
But Turkey. When you go to Turkey to get plastic surgery, they put you up for free.
Have you seen that lady that does like the nose thing and then she gives all of the people the who knows?
Yeah. If I'm going to get surgery, I'm getting it done locally because I am not flying in pain. There's nothing wrong with Turkey. If Turkey was down the street, I would be fucking going to Turkey. Yeah. But if the fact that I have to fly, like when the girl...
For hair, it makes sense.
No. You're in pain.
Oh, you are?
Yes, dude, your shit's swollen. Yeah, you got like a helmet.
A helmet?
Dead ass. Like your shit's fat.
Schitt's Creek?
No. Well, yes, but...
She's like, a helmet? Have you seen that?
No,
it's so funny. I fucking love that show.
Anyways,
sidetracked.
When you go to like Colombia to get because you know the BBLs are big there, right? Is it Colombia?
I think so. I think they have some
Like,
good
you
BBLs.
have to-
They have good surgeons.
Yeah, like you have to fly back sitting backwards.
I know.
And if like there's leakage, you're on a plane with other people. Like it's not the fact that it's in another country.
Also, there's a BBL smell. Remember we talked about this last time?
Yes.
It's because like pus comes out of there apparently.
Yeah, like you have stitches. I'm assuming.
No, you have holes.
Holes?
Yeah. They drill in you.
Fuck.
Have you never seen Dr. Miami?
I have like on old days on Snapchat, but like, oh.
Yeah, it's like
Stop! Ugh.
I could never get a BBL.
Like, what if you like are in so much pain, okay, and people are on this plane with you, or what if they can smell you? Like, that's my issue. Like, what if you pass out? What if you smell? What if it hurts? Like, it's gonna hurt. Like, you just got it.
Yeah.
Like, apparently the BBL is like one of the most painful experiences ever, and it's also like the high mortality rate. I'm like, to have a fat ass. I will say, like, some of these ladies are looking fire.
Yeah.
Like, it's jiggling in all the right places.
Yeah, like, if you got a BBL and it worked out great for you, then it was worth it.
Yeah, but if it didn't...
I know. I would be like, man, I was in pain and this shit sucks.
Yeah. Damn. Or, like, when the legs don't match the ass, I'm like, damn.
I know. Talking about legs not matching the ass.
I know what you're gonna say. You're so mean.
Angela Aguilar did not wear padding at the Grammys.
Okay.
Or did she? No, she wore a dress.
She looked... I mean, she looked
cute. She's not ugly. Okay?
She's just...
ugly on the inside.
Yes.
Becky G, Angela Aguilar, her brother, and then the writer of the song, Edgar Barrera, they all performed Por el Contrario. Mm-hmm. And, you know, Becky was standing a little farther away from Angela. It was like Angela and her brother, and then Becky and the writer. And now people everywhere are saying that, you know, Becky is Team Casu and that she hates Angela Aguilar. And I'm just like, y'all, though I am not an Angela Aguilar fan, I don't think it's that serious.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
And Becky even came out with like a little post. I'm assuming she saw a lot of stuff because Becky, you know, she's on the TikTok.
Oh yeah, she comments.
Yeah, and so I'm sure she saw that, like, you know, people were saying things, and she was saying that the stage actually got stuck at the beginning. So that's why, because there had also been comments about how she didn't start off the song great, Becky, like her performance. And so she did say that the stage got stuck, so that's why she was a little shaky at the beginning. So, I mean, I will say this. Angela Aguilar did try to, like, throw in a vocal there to, like, you know.
She does the most.
A vocal that was, like, not part of the song. And I was like,
yeah,
what are you trying to do? But
she was trying to steal the song.
Yeah.
She just annoys the fuck out of me. I know it's wrong, but
Correct.
it is what it is.
Don't. She annoys the fuck out of me too. But I will say this: I don't think it was that deep between her and Becky.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Did you see them, like, Angela Aguilar and Cristiano Nodal come into, like, the Latin Grammys, and how last year, because it's been a fucking year, he was with Casu, and he, like, fixed her dress, and this time Angela Aguilar asked him to pick up the dress, and people are like, oh, she did it on purpose, because, you know, Cristiano Nodal got a lot of hype when he helped Casu last year.
Yeah, I know he got a lot of hype for helping her, you know, pull down the dress, but I'm like, this is bare minimum. Okay? Yeah. If we're dating and you see my shit's wrinkled, you fix it. The fuck?
Yeah.
Like, and the thing is, when he went to, like, pull the dress down, he pulled it a little too hard for me. I'm like, this bitch is latex, okay?
Yeah.
It's gonna pop.
Yeah.
It gave me anxiety when he did it the first time, but, like, I can see where people praised it, you know?
Yeah. And so I guess he helped her out with her dress this time, and people are like,
I saw. Yeah, she's getting a lot of heat. I see, you know,
a lot of heat.
And we were like, she's doing the most up there, and, like, people were like, her brother looks so annoyed, and I'm like, you have to look at it from, like, the perspective of their family. Like, they probably love her, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, rather, like, she's annoying as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, she presented an award with her dad, and I'm just like, I feel like, did you guys not listen to our podcast last week? Like, get off the spotlight.
They're not going to.
They're not going to. And because of that, you know, she was also at the kids' Choice Awards or something like that, and they booed her multiple times.
Yeah.
And like hardcore, like it's like the whole audience came together and said, we are going to boo Angela Aguilar. So Angela, once again, baby girl, we gotta get off the spotlight.
I think that the tides always turn. I always say this. You can start out being hated as fuck, but the tides will turn. In a few weeks, people are going to be like, we were too mean to her. Like, she wasn't doing anything.
Honestly, I think at this point, I mean, I think that, you know, she has done some really bad things. And do I think that she should get off the spotlight and maybe give it a little break? Absolutely. But I don't like being booed.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. It's also like, yeah, like, I agree. Like, there's no need for that.
Yeah.
I think that's like doing the most.
And it was like the whole audience. You saw the video, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I would go home and cry.
Yeah, she probably didn't.
No, you don't think so?
No, she's probably like, it's okay. Like, she probably held her head up high.
Like, props to her, because I could never be me.
Yeah.
I get booed once, I'm never coming back.
Her dad has gotten booed. She's gotten booed.
I mean, the thing is, I also think that they have such, you know, pull in like Mexican media and culture. Like, remember when they got that periodista fired?
Yeah.
Because he made a comment? Like, he has people like this.
Which also, though, like, I saw someone say the other day that, you know, he really needs to take a step back, because you may be protecting your daughter, which is valid, but at the same time, you have created a name for yourself that she is going to end up taking down if she doesn't just like get a hold of herself, because the people will turn on you no matter how high up they have held you at one point. Yeah.
But I think that the difference is that his fans are older. I don't think they're going to turn on him.
Well, they're booing him at his shows.
The people who are booing him are
the newer fans, you think?
They're not, people are not gonna, the older generation loves Pepe Aguilar. Like, that's like Mexican royalty right there.
Yeah.
And the thing is, his family is like, their family is like a dynasty. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. But will she learn? I don't know. But at the same time, if y'all see Cristian Nodal in concert, I need the energy to be the fucking same. Okay?
Yeah. Why is the energy not the same?
Because the man never gets more shit than the woman. The woman is always going to get more shit. That's just a fact. He fucked over multiple women. He's done this multiple times, but she's going to get more shit than him. Don't get me wrong. She has done some fucked up shit, but I think he is the root of all the issues here.
Oh, absolutely. But I think also people see it in the sense of like maybe she has spoken out more than he has.
I think it's also expected.
From him, absolutely.
So it's not like shocking.
Yeah.
And I think maybe for her, she had more of like a innocent image. So we're like, what the fuck, girl? You know? But
I guess we'll have to see. We'll keep you updated if she does anything this week. I feel like it's been week after week after week about Angela Aguilar.
Or maybe there comes a point where you just like don't give a fuck, because like you see so much about yourself that you're like, okay, well, like, what are they going to say next?
I feel like Kim Kardashian does that.
Like, she doesn't care?
Yeah.
I mean, when people have called you every name in the book, like, eventually, like, doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
And if you're sitting in a pile of millions, I'm sorry, I would not be crying with billions of dollars.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd be like, oh, let me wipe my tear with $100 bill.
Yeah.
Like, be for real.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And, like, people who are just as successful as you are not going to be, like, commenting.
And Glamour Magazine kept her as Woman of the Year.
Yeah, they didn't care about the little change.org.
Yeah. Change.org. They did it.
They did not care.
They said,
do they ever, though? Like, I don't think they ever care about the petitions.
Yeah, I guess not. And I think the petition had, like, over 500,000 signatures.
People were mad. I know that we have something different on the list, but we need to talk about the 4 of the memes drama.
Oh, yeah. I can't believe I didn't add that on the list.
Yes, it's been a week. Okay, so Cecily Bachman and her sister-in-law, 2 big influencers, are under fire right now for selling, I would say, Shein quality pajamas for $98.
I can't talk about the quality because I haven't felt the pajamas.
I watched a video of this girl doing an unboxing because she got a PR box and they were see-through. So I'm like, I don't know.
Interesting. First of all, I didn't like them since the whole thing of them going to Disney World when there was a hurricane. I forgot the name of the hurricane at the time. Milton. Oh yeah, Milton fucks shit up. So I didn't fuck with them. I actually made a video about them and she blocked me from TikTok, Cecily. So, well, then she unblocked me.
Yeah, I'm sure she did.
But it is
because you made multiple videos. I'm sure people sent it to her.
I mean,
she was wilding out. Like, why are you going to Disney World during a hurricane?
Yeah.
First and fucking foremost.
Yeah. And all I said was, why are you going to Disney World during a hurricane? Right?
Yeah. I also think that some influencers, and I think she's in the list of influencers, are so out of touch with reality.
Yes.
Like, you're coming out with a pajama line that you can't get a refund.
That's okay. You're coming out with a pajama line that is $98 per set. Okay, $98 per set. The shirts were $38. Okay, like for like a regular schmegler shirt, and you don't have a size chart. You don't have a return your return policy is no exchanges, no returns unless it's for store credit, and there's a restocking fee. But you don't even have a size chart. You don't even have the model is wearing a size small. She is 5'6", waist is a 27. You don't have any of that. And then you expect people to buy these pajamas for them to all get it right on their sizing. And then because if they don't, no exchanges, only return for store credit, and there's a restocking fee.
Yeah, I think it's not the only fact that it's $98. It's the fact that there was no thought of anyone that's going to purchase.
Yeah.
So it's like it's kind of like giving cash grab.
Yeah.
To me. And like,
you said cash grab, and I thought of Trisha.
What?
Trisha Paytas.
Oh. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh, I'll show you.
I do love her though. It's giving like, yeah, like let's be fucking for real. Yeah. Also, if I can go to Target.
Well, that's how they were trying to market this. Like, oh, like you can't find matching pajama sets or something like that. And I'm like, you can find matching pajama sets everywhere.
For Christmas especially.
That's the thing too. It's like $98 for a Christmas pajama set. Like maybe like for a pajama set for all year round. Skims are $80.
Yeah.
Skims. And they come from Miss Kimberly Noel Kardashian, a name that's established out there, which I know a lot of people don't like Kim, and that's perfectly fine. I'm not a Kim fan either. But I will say this, she has perfected her Skims line, and I would much rather buy an $80 pajama set from Skims than a $98 pajama set from Cecily and Samantha.
Yeah. You can go get a matching set from Target, buy a little, what is it, like a stitch-on, like Santa Claus, and make that bitch at home, okay?
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem. Like, she doesn't read the room. Like, I feel like some influencers are just, like, really out of touch. And don't get me wrong, am I complaining because I'm going to buy? No, I'm just giving my thoughts. But, like, and then some other girl, okay? Have you ever heard of Kristen Whitman? No. They call her Mama C or some shit, okay? Or Kristen Whiteman. I don't know what her name is. She's some random girl on TikTok who has had a lot of drama. This is like a group of friends that has a lot of drama in Florida. I don't fucking know. So she's like, I see all these people dragging Cecily. If you're broke, just say that. I'm sorry. You're an influencer. People who support you are the reason you have an income. I think that's so fucking rude.
And also, like, if me not buying a $98 pajama set and then like families not buying like their families these $98 pajama sets that could end up being like a $400 purchase for people that are a family of 4, if that makes me broke, then so be it.
Yeah.
Then I'm broke. Yeah, bitch, I am. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not gonna buy something. And so then they changed their prices, right? They went from 98 to 75, which I still thought was kind of wild. To me, a proper price would have been 45.
Yeah.
50. 60 would be like
a stretch,
but 98 then down to 75.
Also, this girl did a breakdown on like how much margin they would have. Like, this set cost $8 at most to make. and you're charging $98. So essentially, after everything, it's like you're getting like $80 in profit. Like, I don't know, like, just.
And now they're canceling people's orders that want to review the product.
Of course they are. Of course they are. They're going to read the room and try to figure out like who they can like make sure doesn't talk about their products, because like they don't want negative reviews out there. And one of their assistants did a review that was unbiased. I need you to be so for real, okay? I need you to be, no one that is on your payroll is unbiased.
Should I buy them?
I thought about it, but I was like, I don't really want to spend I mean, can I throw $100 at a PJ set and be fine? I can, but like, I don't want to give them the satisfaction, because at the end of the day, with my money, they get my money regardless, even if I post a.
Yeah, that's true.
But they're also selling that exact same set. Okay, exact same set on TikTok Shop for $10.
Damn. TikTok Shop was quick.
Yeah, no, the drama was. Someone like capitalized, because this TikTok set, literally the same set, Maria. I'm talking about the same set. It wasn't like they literally designed this shit, okay? They bought this shit on Alibaba and were like, let's slap a fat number on it and put it on our website.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but someone's selling the set for $10.
That's crazy.
I know.
I guess we'll have to see how that turns out.
Yeah, I'm sure there's more drama today. Yeah. And then lastly, People's Sexiest Man Alive, John Krasinski.
I did not even know that John was an option. I feel like I had heard names going around, and well, you know, people always shocks us. Okay, they always throw some. When it came out that Blake Shelton was the fucking sexiest man alive, I was like, Gwen, how much did you pay?
She paid a lot.
A lot. Okay. John is very attractive.
Very.
I think that John should have gotten it years ago.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people gives it to these men so late. Like Patrick Dempsey got it last year. He should have gotten it at the peak of Grey's Anatomy.
Maybe it's like you need to be sexy for this amount of years.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you have to be sexy for longer than 5 years.
Yeah.
Interesting. So why was Blake Shelton on there?
I don't know, but people do find him sexy. It's just not like he has an intended audience. It's not us.
People think he's sexy for real?
I believe so. Yes, it's probably like
the middle saying that aged Paul Rudd should have never been on there.
He's sexy, but like not super sexy.
He's not the sexiest man alive.
Yeah, when I think sexiest man alive, the people that come to mind are like Theo James. Okay, yeah, sexy as fuck.
Why has Theo James never been on there?
I'm pretty sure he has.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I went years back, bitch. Like, I was like, let me see
who else is really sexy. I can't think of anyone right now. I mean, I think Rauw Alejandro's so sexy.
I need them to put a Latino on there.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess they were going to. So apparently, Glenn Powell was the original choice, and he said no. And then Pedro Pascal was asked, and he said no. He's very sexy.
Why? And he's of our kind. He's from Chile.
Yes.
Why would he say no? I need to ask him.
Maybe they just didn't. Maybe scrutiny. People were gonna be like, "Why is he sexiest man alive?"
But he is sexy.
Yeah, but like, is he the sexiest man alive?
Okay, but John Krasinski isn't the sexiest man alive.
I know, but like, what constitutes sexiest man alive?
I need to know who's in the committee.
I don't know.
And what goes into picking these people?
When you Google sexiest man in the world, what comes up? Let's take a look. Sexiest man alive. Well, it's John Krasinski, but you know what I mean? Sexiest man alive.
Let's see.
Like Chris Evans, I understood. You know what I mean? Full and wholeheartedly. And I'm not saying that John Krasinski's ugly, because he's very much not. But I just feel like we could have done more here. You know what I mean?
I feel like it's always shocking.
Like Michael B. Jordan understood. Like, I feel like if we were all in a room, if there was 50 women in one room, would every single person find this person attractive? And it needs to be women of all races, ages, you know what I mean? We need to get a group of all types of women in one room, or men, you know, and men too, and be like, do you find him sexy? No, not making the list. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you and I can say Blake Shelton's not that sexy, why is he making it? you know?
Also, there's a lot of white men on this list. I feel like we need a little bit of more variety.
Yeah.
Because some people don't find white men attractive.
That's
Therefore,
true.
It does not make them the sexiest man alive.
Yeah, that's true. What's his name? Oh, God, he's so sexy. He's the green eyes. He's black. He's in all the movies.
Michael Ealy.
He's so fucking hot, okay?
Yeah.
It's like they build him in, like, the sexy factory.
Yeah. So, like, why hasn't he gotten a chance?
I don't know.
Do you think this is more white-based?
Probably. Majority of them are white. I think it's, like, Idris Elba and, like, Michael B. Jordan, and that's, like, it.
That is it.
And Idris Elba is sexy.
Yeah, he's fine.
Oh, my God. Morris Chestnut. I love that man. He's so bald and beautiful. I love him.
I love a good bald.
Shamar Moore.
Oh my God, I love
So
Shamar.
beautiful.
He was like my biggest crush of life. Like, why is Shamar Moore over John Krasinski? I'm sorry. And like, this is no hate to John, okay? And I know that you say that you have to be sexy for a certain amount of years. When he was in The Office, I saw the cuteness.
He was a sad puppy cute.
Yes, sad puppy cute. And now he's like
grown man sexy.
Grown man sexy-ish, but over Shamar Moore.
Yeah.
Like, I promise you, 50 women of all ethnicities would see John Krasinski versus Shamar Moore, and they would pick Shamar Moore. I will put this poll up on TikTok. I need to know what the people think.
Yeah, Shamar Moore is very attractive.
He probably has to be one of the most handsome men. One of the most sexiest men alive.
Yeah. That's a lot of man. He's very sexy.
Very sexy.
Very sexy.
So, like, why are we not adding a little bit of spice to these people's sexiest man alive?
I don't know.
Who is the CEO of People?
I know. Yeah, I agree. I think this was a disappointment. I would like to see Rauw Alejandro in there. He is very sexy.
But can you imagine
the uproar? Oh
my God. People would be like, why?
Who's another Latino artist who's really sexy? The only person that comes to mind is Anuel AA, and like that is not reality. That's not true.
Why would you ever think that?
No, I don't know why I thought of Rauw Alejandro and then Anuel AA for some reason.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny is very sexy.
But people probably wouldn't think he's...
But who's also... I think Ryan Ryan Castro is very attractive too.
Okay. You know what?
Manuel Turizo?
Yeah.
Very sexy.
Where is Latin's people's sexiest man alive?
Do they have one?
Because this is like...
we need to start a petition.
Even Mario Lopez. You know what I mean? Like Mario Lopez.
Oh my God, you were talking about George Lopez. I was like, no.
Imagine.
Did you know that George Lopez, his ex-wife, gave him a kidney because he was really sick, and then he cheated on her and left her after he got the kidney?
I would literally...
Allegedly
get the kidney. No, his daughter came out and talked about it.
I'm saying allegedly because when I first posted about this on my TikTok, she came for me in the comments.
The daughter?
Yes. She was like, oh, we've moved past this. You don't have to post about this anymore, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, well, your dad literally did...
Yeah.
Not the nicest.
Does Latin... I
don't think so.
I think that we... well...
Okay, there's a like an article, 20 Latino and Hispanic men sexier than the sexiest man alive, and it was the year that Blake Shelton was the man. Okay, let me see. What is his name? The Mexican artist who's very sexy, and I feel like we've seen him in everything. He's like what is his name? Oh, he's like an actor? William Levy.
Yeah, William Levy. Like, why wouldn't he be the sexiest man alive?
When I was younger, and I think I was like understanding like
sexyhood.
Yes, like puberty and stuff. I would have dreams about him all the time. And I was like,
I used to have dreams about Orlando Bloom when he was Legolas.
In his outfit?
Yeah, like I had the big... Do you not remember my poster?
I know. Yes, I remember. Orlando Bloom, I feel like he aged really poorly.
Yeah. And it makes me sad.
Yeah.
It's disappointing.
Yeah.
But he'll always be Legolas to me.
Yeah.
I feel like he should dye his hair.
At least we have Lord of the Rings.
I love Lord of the Rings. But no, yeah, like I feel like there's so many other... But John is not bad. Like, he's not bad.
He's like I mean, and we're not judging him because like he's not attractive. It's just like there's so many attractive people.
Yeah.
There could have been choices made.
Yeah. And also it's because I feel like, you know, there needs to be more variety.
The guy on Emily in Paris, not
Alfie.
Yes.
Fine,
that man is beautiful.
I think that we can collectively agree that
who's the guy that drives the cars? Who's the one that drives the cars? And
Lewis Hamilton.
That one's sexy too.
As fuck, yeah.
Okay.
I love Lewis Hamilton. Yeah, I think that we just like a little bit...
Yeah, more spice.
More spice.
Yeah.
In our Sexiest Men Alive.
Yeah, I think that, you know... But I think that... No, it's not even that. I think there just like hasn't been variety. So,
when I saw that Benny Blanco was going to be the Sexiest Man Alive...
I mean,
I guess
Latino.
he was like on the issue...
Dude, I know that like... The beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I understand that. But like, why y'all gotta put his feet?
I know.
You know what I mean? At least shave them hoes. Like, his feet are really hairy.
Yeah, it's giving Frodo.
You know who's also really attractive?
Who?
Okay, but like when he puts his shit together. Because like sometimes I'm like, we look rough. Justin Bieber.
Yes, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's really good looking.
So this year they had like other men on the issue too.
Yeah.
And they had the guys from New Girl.
Yeah.
And that made me really happy. I feel like they're not like hot. Like some people wouldn't find them like super hot, but like their personalities. Well, maybe John has a great personality.
Yeah. But it's people's sexiest man alive, not people's most friendly, lovable. I mean, he's still really attractive. Okay,
I still want to know. No, yeah, I think this is no hate to John. I think that we're morally
like just like he's literally fugly. Gotta go.
No, I think Blake. I think I didn't understand the target audience there.
I think Blake is tall.
I don't care.
He's tall. He's
I'm
country.
4'11",
I know, but it's not for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People who buy People magazine are usually like middle-aged women. You know what I mean? That's the target audience for People magazine. And at the time, Blake Shelton, I think it was like 2015, like he was like, people loved him. And people love him. People love Blake Shelton.
No, yeah, he has a great personality, but like you said.
I know, but the girlies love him.
Really?
Yes, dude. Go to any rural town.
I feel like Luke Bryan is a lot more attractive.
I don't know why, but he like doesn't tickle my fancy anymore.
He's never tickled my fancy. Is that he sings "Shake It For Me, Girl, Shake It For Me, Girl, Shake It For Me"?
I think so. There's this one country artist.
I'm not too in tuned with the country.
There's this one country artist who's really attractive. His name is Riley Green. Or Ryder Green, someone. I saw a video of him on TikTok. Someone made an edit. I was like, this is the first time I've ever seen this man. Very good looking. Very good looking. I understand why the girls like the country guys. Could never be me. But, like, I do get it. Yeah. I do see the appeal.
Yesterday, you know, I went out and I saw a lot of people in, like, country gear.
We're in Texas.
I know, but, like...
It's making a modern Western looks are coming, like, they're, like, coming in hot.
Yeah, I feel like I hadn't seen it in a while. Like, I usually see it for rodeo season.
I think that people are putting together more fits that, like, involve, like, cowboy boots. And, like, the hats are in and the fringe and all that stuff, but...
Which I love.
Yeah, I do like a good fringe. I feel like that's what the girlies are wearing these days.
Yeah, and they look so cute.
Yeah. I just feel like cowboys are so... Oh, my God. Your foot, getting it out, it's like...
Cowboys? What?
Your cowboy boots, taking them off.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's like a two-person job.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah.
Once you're in there, you're locked and loaded. There's no taking those shoes off.
I know.
Like, one time I put my cowboy boots on, I was like... there's this... I can't take it off.
Yeah.
Like, what am I going to do? So, yeah, I had to, like, get my roommate, like... take it off.
Yeah, it's hard work.
Nightmare. But yeah, I mean, congratulations to John.
Yeah.
Big prize.
And
I mean, his wife is beautiful.
Yeah.
And people used to always say, like, how did he get her? And I'm like, he grew, like, he, like, worked out, grew a beard, and now is very attractive.
Yeah.
And considered the sexiest man alive.
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like there's, like, you know, like, it does make you wonder, like, who's on the committee?
Yeah.
Because, like, does everybody from, like, different people from, like, different countries? Because, like, if it's just the U.S., it's not really, like, The Sexiest Man Alive.
Yeah, like, can I be part of this committee?
No, you have to like work for people.
People, you can hire me. Imagine.
Hello.
I picked Rauw Alejandro next year.
People magazine space.
Yeah.
I would like to infer about People's Sexiest Man Alive.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much for listening to this 26th episode of the Morning Chisme. I am always happy to see y'all listening. We are so happy that you guys are always here. If you want to keep up with us on TikTok, our TikTok is Morning Chisme Podcast. Our Instagram is Morning Chisme Podcast. And our YouTube is Morning Chisme. We will see you guys next week. Bye guys.